Hello, everybody. So, trying to get this camera to stop trying to focus. I am working with a Launchpad X. We're working on a music project, and we thought we'd use the Launchpad X along with GarageBand and Ableton Live. I think it's Ableton Live Intro. I'm sorry if the camera keeps trying to autofocus. It's a new camera because the other camera wasn't working with the snag it. So, so here's some of the things I've figured out. I have not figured out everything with this Launchpad. I figured out some of it. I am in note mode right now, which is how you play and record um, instruments, making tracks, kind of thing. Session mode, see up here, is more how you play them back, how you play the session, kind of thing. So let's talk about note mode. Right now, you see some things lit up and some things not, and some things in pink. What I've figured out, and I'm not a music person, so I don't know this, but the ones that are lit are in the right key. I could play any of these keys, but that might not be the right note to mix with whatever note it is set at. You can set the key, the note, and then the pink ones are the core note. I think is what they called it. The nice thing about the Launchpad X is it has velocity tracking, so tapping soft gets you a soft, and tapping harder gets you a harder, a louder sound. So I forget what they call this mode. I'm horrible right now. I'm sorry. But the other note mode, if we go up here and hold note, it goes to a menu basically. I know that if I press that and then come back, you see a lot of all of the blank ones are gone because it's just playing the notes that are in the right key. And again, the core, notice those are the same one. To eliminate the idea of you pressing a note that might not fit. So I thought that is interesting. I'm trying to keep my hand here so it stops trying to autofocus. Let's go back to note menu, get out of that, come back. These here are to change octave. Those will go up and down. And then this cycles your pad by a half note, I think, or semi-note kind of thing. So, and then, so let me press this one. I'll go up two. As you see, it changed notes. Let's go back down to. So it changes the note. So you switch whatever kind of note you want. There are custom pads. Like this is set up for drum kit. And then the second, I know it says volume and I know it says pan, but when you hit custom, there are 4 custom bars here. The second one is kind of laid out like it's a piano. So white keys and black keys. You cannot change octaves. You see these are not lit. And you cannot move it semitone, halftone, whatever. Again, these are the core notes. And then these are the piano keys. These are the white keys. These are the black keys. Does that make sense? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know that much about music. I'm sorry. But that's kind of what we're getting here. So let's pop over to, let's go to Ableton. All right. So here we're in Ableton, and I'll just leave it on. Let's go back. We're on Note. I'm on Note, and I'm on that. Let's go to that Note one that's got all the right keys on it. And you come over here to Sounds, and you got all kind of thing, and then just sounds, drums, instruments, MIDI effects, samples, grooves. You have to pay attention to what you're grabbing here. Like this, I'm going to drop into a MIDI. And you see how it's now got a red on it? That means record. So it will. I'm playing it with the LaunchpadX. I can play multiple keys. Velocity doesn't work on everything, so that press it harder, hit it harder, and it plays louder doesn't work on everything. Just be aware of that. Pressing softly. So it does a little bit. So the sounds are noticed at .ADG or ADV. And I grab and drag it over into a MIDI. It's got record, you see there. I can do multiple at the same time. So velocity is paying attention there. So yeah, I can hit both. You have to do, command or control. Playing the same note on both. Whatever. Drums. Drums, if you are in... I'm just going to drag it over to another. Audio is for audio. We'll get that in a moment here. Drums, let me show you. Come on, where are we at? We got to switch over. Drums have just this lit up. Like a drum pad. So each one is a certain part of the drum. Instruments, click on that. External, I don't know what that is. Nope, that's not going to do anything. So this .ADG. So again, these are sounds. Instruments, audio effects. I don't play with those yet. Maybe you haven't played with those yet. But I have looked at clips a little bit. So it's got a little bit of a little beat to it. That's got its own. It's repeating. That is one thing I do have to pay attention to. And then samples. Notice these samples are WAV files, AIF files, maybe MP3 files. That means we need to, that's just a G, drop that into audio. Because it's just going to play when I tell it to play, as opposed to playing and recording a whole set of variations. Grooves, I don't know what those are. Is groove a MIDI? No, groove is just a play when you tell it to play kind of thing. And what do I mean by play when I tell it to play? Well, that is session. So if I come back to my camera and I hit session, it's telling me I've got a thing there to play. Thing there to play. It's on repeat. I gotta fix that. It's on loop. And then it's telling me I have something in this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The band, but I haven't recorded anything into there yet. So there's nothing actually to play. I mean, it's hitting something. I'm not sure what. See, it's popping as I'm hitting those keys, but that's we'll get to playing along with session a little bit more later. This repeat thing though, I need to click on this. I need to stop it probably too though first. I need to. I'm trying to get. Here we go. Down here. Let's click on it to get this because that's loop. I need to stop it from looping. So there's kind of the basic session is going to play this 8x8. And you've got 8x8. I obviously don't have 8 up here. Thing that you drop sounds into the 8x8. And I can record like some notes from here onto here, I'm pretty sure. I don't want that. It's still on drum. Why is it still on drum? Well, because I'm on the core kit. Can I record to here? Might have to hit record to actually do it. Trying to record into that. So I did something. I don't know what I did. Now if we go to session, it's going to show something. That's that. Boom. On 3. Cha-cha. Yeah, I still got to figure some of this out. Sorry. I don't know everything here. But the idea with sessions, you're going to drop things into this 8x8. What do I mean drop things in? Well, you can bring them in off of here, or I've actually found some websites where you can grab some sound effects. Let's grab bonfire, drop that into audio there. Let's grab claps, drop that in here, and I can put them anywhere as audio, not as a MIDI. And what's going to happen, and let's go to the camera so you can see I'm in session mode, and there's different lights that have lit up saying that there is a sound here. Or not. I don't know. So there's the wolf. Oh, it's still on loop. Let's get rid of loop. Okay. Alright, so if I press this button, which is in the third column, third one down, we get that huge G. And a bonfire. I don't know why I'm getting a bonfire also. Alright, that didn't happen before. You know, this clapping kept going because I haven't taken it off loop. I don't know why when I pressed this I was getting... Come on, everybody stop. Oh, stop you. Stop clip. And so the other thing is if you press a button, like if I were to press this, I would get the wolf howl. But if I were to press any other button that's not lit, it would stop it. Come on. Get rid of the loop on clap. And you can also obviously change the volume of everything here. So MIDI is going to get its own column. Audios you can drop into places. I still got to work out some of the details. You can also do GarageBand with this, though I should probably close live. So I'm going to go back to notes, back to note mode, from session mode. Can't even be in session mode because it doesn't mean anything. Back to note mode, and I can play with my piano. And obviously hit record. Right. And stop. So I've recorded something. I've used my Launchpad as my keyboard. So there's some thoughts. More later.